Chalo. Now let's look at another situation. Okay, so this is what all those formulas are talking about. Compound interest as a formula, that's instead of n they have taken t here, that's okay. Instead of n they have taken t, that's okay. That's the formulas that we have already learned, so I'm not wasting time there. So I want to go to something interesting. Now you've understood this. Let me erase this page and let me do something interesting here. Erase all ink. Now, so let's go back once again to our given situation. Principal P, principal P, principal P, rate of interest R% per annum, okay, R% per annum, compounded annually, okay. So in this, we know amount at the end of n years is nothing but P into 1 plus R by 100 whole to the power of n, and if someone asks you what is the interest, compound interest earned at the end of n years, it will be nothing but amount at the end of n years minus principal. Now we know amount at the end of n years is nothing but P into 1 plus R by 100, 1 plus R by 100 whole to the power of n. We know it. Just now we learned how do we do it, and then minus principal. We just subtract principal from it. You will get the answer. Now, if we were to handle a new situation, what's that new situation, sir? Let's do it. The new situation is, if someone asks you, principal is P, rate of interest is once again R% per annum, okay, R% per annum, compounded half yearly. Now here, you're not compounding annually, you're compounding half yearly. Now let's understand this is a logic. Okay, so basically, if your principal, you're here, imagine this is the number of years 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so on till n years. Imagine it's n years. Okay, so to make your life simple, imagine it is only 3 years. So 1 at the end of 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. So this is 1 year, this is 2 years, this is 3 years. Now, if you compound half yearly, what happens in the same 3 years? Okay, let me draw it here with a different color pen. If I do it at the end of, say, half yearly, I have to compound here once again here, once again here, once again here, once again here, once again here. Now, if I compound half yearly, I'm actually compounding 6 times. Correct? I'm compounding 6 times. So just to make your life a little easier, first let me give you with the numbers. Now, amount at the end of 3 years, you know it is principal into 1 plus R by 100, 1 plus R by 100 whole to the power of 3. But the same thing if I have to compound half yearly. I have to compound 6 times, right? So, but I should not forget here the rate of interest per annum. If the rate of interest is R, what will be the rate of interest for half yearly? What will be the rate of interest for half yearly?
Sir,
yes,
R divided by 2.
Very good. So here basically your rate of interest will become R divided by 2. It will become R divided by 2, and you will be compounding it 6 times. Therefore, the formula, let me write it here. So it will be amount at the end of 3 years will be 1 P into 1 plus here R will become R by 2 by 100, whole to the power of
2n.
Very good. It will be not 2n. I'm asking for 3 years. So in 3 years,
6.
what will this be? It will be 6 because you're compounding 6 times. So formula will become 6 here and the rate of interest will become R by 2. Does that make sense to everyone? Does that make
Yes,
sense to everyone? Does that make sense to everyone? I want more answers, just not Kavya and Ronak. I want more answers. Varnika, yes, making sense. Kavya, yes, crystal clear. Kirtana, wonderful, wonderful. Therefore, the formula for amount at the end of n years will be P into 1 plus, instead of R by 100, R by 2. Therefore, R by 2 into 100, the 2 goes down in the denominator, whole to the power of 2 into n. Why 2 into n? Because the number of units will be 2n. You're compounding double the times, therefore 2n times. Very good. So now you are smart kids. Now you will tell me, if the principal is P, rate of interest is R% per annum, R% per annum, compounded. I want compounded quarterly. Compounded quarterly. What will be the formula? Amount at the end of n years.
the principal into 1 plus R by 4 upon 100 to the
Very
power
good.
of
1
4n.
plus R by 4 into 100 whole to the power of
4n.
very good. कोई शक या सवाल?
No, sir.
ये समझ आ रहा है? रटोगे ये जाके घर पे फॉर्मूला?
No, sir.
So there is nothing to remember here. It's logical. You can remember this for lifetime. You can
Sir,
remember this. Yeah, Ronak.
Sir, if you forget the formula only, sir, your trick means the deriving of formula will help them.
Wonderful, wonderful. It's not my trick, it's our trick. We are learning how to learn. Okay, good. So let's go further then. Good. I don't have any responses from others. Are you all okay with the quarterly? Is
Sir,
everyone? No, Naisha wrote it perfectly. I can see that. What about others? Are you all okay? Just say okay. Okay, super. Whatever you want to say. Say something. Good. So that's
sir, I have
the
a question.
Yeah, go ahead. Ask the question, Ronak.
Sir, can you take the backslide? There were the formulas.
What?
Sir, can you take the backslide?
Okay. Yeah.
Yes, sir, this one. Sir, in this compound interest formula, sir, it is minus P or minus 1.
Where are you talking about?
Sir, in the compound interest.
No, he has taken out P outside, na? He has taken P common. That's it. He has opened the bracket here.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Chalo, solve this problem, everyone. So it's a first problem. So let me do it for you all. So calculate the amount and compound interest on 62,500 for 1.5 years at 8% per annum, compounded half yearly. So 1.5 years, 8% per annum, compounded half yearly. If it's 8% per annum, compounded half yearly. So what is half yearly rate of interest? Half yearly rate of interest.
4.
Very good. Half yearly rate of interest will be 8% divided by 2. That will be 4%. So your rate of interest now will be 4%. Now you have 1.5 years. Now in 1.5 years, how many times can you do compounding?
3 times.
Yes, compounding. How many times? Compounding will be done in 3 times. Correct? So what is your formula now? You want to calculate amount. So you know amount is given by the formula. Amount at the end of 3 terms will be nothing but P into, what is your P? Your principal P into 1 plus R. R by 100. R is 4%. 4 by 100 whole to the power of n. Your n here is 3 times. Why 3 times? Because you are calculating for three compoundings, correct? So your amount at the end of 1.5 year, amount at the end of 1.5 year is principal, which is 62,500 into 1 plus 4 by 100. You can do this. 4 ones are 4 25s are. So 1 plus 1 by 25 will be 26 by 25. So 26 by 25 whole to the power of 3. So just do the math. 62,500 multiplied with 26 by 25 into 26 by 25 into 26 by 25. 25 into 25 is 620. 625 ones are 0, 0. This 25 ones are 25 fours are. After that, just do the math and let me know the answer. All of you post the answer in the chat box quickly. Anyone has a problem, stop me here. Akshat, I hope you're following what's happening in the class. Good. We'll wait for others to calculate. Very good. 70,304. Very good. So amount, if you know, how can you calculate interest? Amount is known to you, which is equal to 70,304. Very good. And you know the principal is 62,500. Therefore, you just subtract this. Your compound interest at the end of 1.5 year will be the subtraction of this amount minus principal. So that comes out to be 7804. Wonderful. Okay. Does that sound good? Interesting. Good. Let's go ahead. Now, this is something interesting. Anju purchased a microwave for rupees 27,500. After 2 years, its value got depreciated by 4.5%. Find the value of microwave after 2 years. Now, this new term that we have never learned before is depreciated. So let's learn this term, depreciated. Now, let's learn, you know that if I have a principal P, it increases by R% at the end of 1 year or at the end of 2 years. What will be the value? You know your principal with your amount at the end of years will be P into 1 plus R by 100 whole to the power of N, which is 2. So what is happening? Your principal is appreciating and becoming this value. Here, you're compounding your earning. So basically, if you remember, we learned if some X increases by R%, if X increases by R%, it will become X into 1 plus R by 100 at the end of 1 year. At the end of 2 years, if it is increases by R%, it becomes X into 1 plus R by 100 whole to the power of 2. So what is happening in this case is the value of X is appreciating and we are getting some value. So when it depreciates, appreciate and depreciate, here, you know, it's growing and here it's depreciating. That means it is reducing. If X reduces by R%, we use the word depreciated. So depreciates and becomes X into 1 minus R by 100. You know why it becomes 1 minus R by 100? Because instead of X plus XR by 100, it becomes X minus XR by 100. That's the reason it is X into 1 minus R by 100. If it reduces further by another R%, you know it becomes X into 1 minus R by 100 whole square. So all items, like for example, you buy a car, your car depreciates year on year. So if the value of your car is 10 lakhs, and if it depreciates at the rate of 10% every year, so you can calculate what will be the value of your car at the end of 5 years. Okay? Do you understand what I'm saying? Gold appreciated every year. Wonderful. Gold appreciates because the value of a gold increases. It's an asset. It is seen as an asset. There is the value, the ornament, the value of the gold is not changing. But when it comes to a car has a life. Car every year, it's not it's like after 10 years, it will not be in the same condition. That's the reason the value of the car keeps depreciating. Whereas, of course, gold appreciates because with time, because of inflation, the value of the gold keeps going up. I hope we understand that, everyone. So here he is saying Anju purchased a microwave for 27,500. After 2 years, its value got depreciated by 4.5%. So here the formula that we'll be using is, the value. Anju purchased microwave. Find the value of microwave after 2 years. So value of microwave at the end of 2 years will be nothing but, you have the principal value of it, which is P into 1 minus R by 100. R by 100 whole to the power of 2 is the formula, right? So what is the principal value, which was 27,500 into 1 minus R by 100. R is 4.5. So 4.5 by 100.
45 upon 1000.
4.5 by 100 whole to the power of 2. I hope you know how to do this math. So you can simply take point out there. So 0 comes here. So that is 27,500 into, if you want to do this, I'll do it here. 1 minus 45 by 100. 5 nines are 5 how many times?
200.
200 times. 200 minus 9 will be, 200 minus 9. Come on, 191. So 191 by 200 whole square. So that will be nothing but 27,500 multiplied with 191 by 200 into 191 by 200. Simplify that, you'll get the answer. Is only Ronak in the class or there is someone else also in the class? Ronak, tu thoda der chup baith beta. Let me see who else will respond.
Yes.
Hey Alex, how are you? Alex, how are you doing? Good, good, good. Good to see you. How was Christmas for you? My Christmas was great. So what's the answer I want from others? So for now, you do these calculations. When I do a workshop on Olympiad once again for this kind of topic, when you have such questions, how do you do simple math? I'll teach you there separately. For now, I want you to do this properly like this, because otherwise you will never do the multiplication and division which is required for your school exams. Okay, so let's go ahead. So which I'm sure this everyone understood. Is there anything to explain? If the rates be P%, Q% and R% during first, second and third year respectively, with the population after 3 years. So it's like this. If the population say is X, if it increases by P% at the end of 1 year, so the new population will be X into 1 plus P by 100. Right? Now, once again, this is increasing by Q% at the end of second year. So what happens? When it is increasing by Q%, it increases on this. So X into 1 plus P by 100 is multiplied with, yes, it will be 1 plus Q by 100. Right? Once again, this grows by R%. If this goes by R%, so what happens? It will be this into that. So therefore, it is basically X into 1 plus P by 100 into 1 plus Q by 100 into 1 plus r by 100. So that is something that I'm sure all of you understand this logically. Wonderful. So here the variable instead of r%, that's changing. So tomorrow, if you have a situation in life where an x increases by say p% and then decreases by say r%, if decreases by r%, so if it increases by p%, it becomes x into 1 plus p by 100, and then further it decreases by r%, therefore it is x into 1 plus p by 100 multiplied with 1 minus r by 100. Correct? Are you okay with this? The second piece that I'm trying to explain, it increases by p%, so x into 1 plus p by 100, and further decreases by r%, therefore x into 1 plus p by 100 multiplied with 1 minus r by 100. Wonderful, wonderful.